Welcome to the Wrestle for Real podcast. You know how we do it each and every Monday night, right after WWE Monday Night Raw. Post show is here. The post show is here. Guys, stand with me, spook with me tonight. Make sure you guys don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Definitely share it. You can get us on all your podcast platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, you name it. We there. The Wrestle for Real podcast. Again, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and please don't forget to hit that follow. We definitely appreciate the support. We had a jam packed show tonight. Jam packed show, man. They went crazy tonight for Monday Night Raw, and from Madison Square Garden. So they had to go crazy. They had to turn it up a little bit, and they did just that. And I don't know, it felt almost like a go home show for War Games as well. They just decided we're gonna give the fans everything we got in the locker room tonight. So they
Yeah.
definitely did that. The show opened up with John Cena again, his final WWE Monday Night Raw as an in-ring active competitor, and his same thing with it being his last night under the same circumstances in Madison Square Garden, um, where he's definitely had some moments, man. So he came out cutting a promo, wanting a match, wanting to fight. He got interrupted by the man he dethroned last week for the Intercontinental Championship, which was Dominic Mysterio, and they ended up setting up a match for Survivor Series. John Cena versus Dominic Mysterio, the rematch for the Intercontinental Championship, followed by John Cena still looking for a fight. So out came Judgment Day to have Dominic Mysterio's back, followed by Sheamus and Rey Mysterio to have John Cena back, which turned into a six-man trio tag match, as they say, or a six-man tag match. Some wasn't quite the fireworks we had on the microphone last week with these two, but it was definitely good seeing Dominic back out there opening the show with John Cena. Definitely in that spotlight, definitely looking like somebody who is going to be a future main eventer at some point based on the way they're pushing him. With this promo stand, man, what you thought about Cena and Dominic going at it again, man, in this match that they're getting ready for at Survivor Series War Games for the
Oh,
Intercontinental Championship?
it's a good look for Dom. I mean, clearly, people backstage, the fans, Cena, they believe that he can be one of the guys, for the next generation, along with a couple of other superstars. So, I mean, he's had the most matches against John Cena in his retirement too, which is like it seemed like three back to back. He had two back to back, then he got the other one coming up. So it's like, he got a lot of trust. Because I know, like, some people like to say, like, oh, Cena really isn't picking the opponents that he wants to face. I'm sure he has some say in who he wants to face, and they're just writing it to fit that. And so, but yeah, no, it's a good look for Dom.
So what you thought about this one, Spook, man, with Dominic staying in this picture, man, with John Cena and looking like they're gonna run it back again in Survivor Series?
I mean, it's a good look for Don, man. You know what I'm saying? He definitely going against one of the greats, man. And now he's just trying to solidify his ordeal in the whole, WWE community. So, you know what I'm saying? Dom is holding his own, man. Salute to Don right about now, man. He doing his thing.
Yeah, man, it was a good look, man, for him, man. The six-man tag match ended with Sheamus, Rey Mysterio, John Cena picking up the victory in this one. We seen a lot of I don't know, I guess the tributes or paying homage to some of the guys and some of the guys in the ring, man. They did Sheamus's move, they did John Cena's "You Can't See Me." So they gave the fans what they want, gave the people what they came to see, to open the show up. I thought it was a pretty good look. Rey Mysterio and Sheamus. I think Sheamus is in the tournament. Rey Mysterio is not. So definitely not going to get a match with Rey Mysterio and John Cena, but at least put them side by side, man, in Madison Square Garden to kick off the show. JD and Finn Balor had to take the L. Dominic had to take the L in this one. Judgment Day had to take the L. So it was what it was, man. But it was a fun match, though. It was a fun match, man. What you thought about the match?
No, yeah, it was good. There was no need for storytelling in this one. It was just a fun match. At the end, with everyone doing Sheamus's 10 beats, and then when everyone doing the UK the five knuckle shuffle, and then them all like spamming their finishers at the end. I mean, it was a good fun match to get three legends out there and to get three guys who can like represent for the next generation.
Yeah, man. It's so I mean Judgment Day not looking too hot for these last couple of weeks here, man. We didn't get a Raquel and Roxanne sighting tonight. We didn't get those, so right now with the tournament going on, it looks like they're kind of doing a lot of co-branding and everybody is just kind of everywhere. So it kind of took away from the ability to let just the guys and gals on Raw shine. So, I mean, personally, I think it's a little better, man. It's making for a better show when you got the top people going at it, even though some people are going to fall by the wayside. But after this one, we had Stephanie Vaquer was supposed to be coming out to cut a promo about um, something. I'm not even sure what she was going to talk about, but it was interrupted by Nikki Bella. This whole thing, I don't know if I don't know what's going on in the women's division right now that I'm interested in, other than Becky and Maxxine. And we'll get there, but I mean, Nikki coming out, she attacking Stephanie from behind. And then she started to cut a promo, which I mean, Stephanie was down there selling for like it felt like 30 minutes. Like please hurry up and end this, man. Like, it just didn't look good. Nikki doesn't really look like a threat. I get we got to have some opponents for Stephanie because she's the champ and they want to keep her active. And some people are just going to be there to lose, but on the way there, come on. I mean, my goodness, man. Give us something a little better than this, man. It just did. It sounded awkward. It looked awkward. It just didn't feel like it was a good look at all for these two ladies at this particular time and kicking off the show, kicking off their feud or promo, whatever it's going to be. But um, I don't know if this is going to pick up. I don't have much hope, man. Spook, what you think, man? You think we got is there anything positive, anything really meaningful going to come out of this? Is Nikki going to become the champ? Is this going to turn into a best of, back and forth feud? I mean, what's the future look like with Stephanie Vaquer and Nikki?
Just giving, like you said, giving Stephanie some reps, man, to keep her relevant. They kind of hit EO when she had the belt for a good little minute, man. So they just definitely trying to keep Stephanie, in the ring, cutting promos, man, getting better, little stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, just a good little look for for Nikki, you know what I'm saying? To,
Mm-hmm.
keep her relevant, you know what I'm saying? So, she started the whole, Divas division, supposedly, allegedly, so, now she's just trying to keep up with the new school, man. And, hopefully something can come out of it for her, but we know, it's not.
Yeah, what you think, Stan? Any chance that by the end of Nikki and Stephanie, we're cheering Nikki or happy about this, or we gonna be just ready to move on when it's over?
it's just something to do, man.
Mm.
It's like they got Nikki there, like it's not even making sense. Like, okay, cool, I get it. She turned heel. I knew that was coming, but when she like snatched away the red top last week to reveal the black one, like on the hill. Well, this week you come out with the red one back on, so it's like it's not even making sense.
Mhm. Yeah, it's not much she can do right now, man. I don't know. I guess you know a roadblock here for Stephanie, but
Yeah.
I am glad she didn't cut no promo. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am glad they didn't put her in that position to get in that ring and start talking, man. Like maybe that could have went over a little better at the entrance ramp there, but definitely was not looking forward to. I actually had to go back and look at it again because once I knew she was about to cut a promo, I just started doing other stuff. I didn't want to have to really sit through it, so I had to kind of double back to see exactly what happened, man. But um, I think they set that match up for Survivor Series as well, War Games Survivor Series, if I'm not mistaken. So they'll have that
Um,
match for the Raw Women's Championship. After this, man, we got Solo Sikoa versus the mystery opponent, and the last time is now's tournament to see who is going to face John Cena at Saturday night's main event on December 13th in, I believe, is Washington D.C. if I'm not mistaken. So his mystery opponent turned out to be Dolph Ziggler, or known as Nick Nemeth. in TNA over there. I guess they didn't want to go with the Nick Nemeth name, or maybe they didn't have the entrance music or something queued up. I don't know, but much like they went with what's it, Zack Ryder
Yeah.
instead of Matt Cardona. They chose to go with Dolph, and I mean, I think first of all, Dolph in the ring is he's up there with anybody.
Yeah.
He just somehow, for some reason, doesn't get quite the credit he deserves, but he's really up there with everybody, man. He went out there, and I think his goal was to make Solo look like $1 million. They had a good match, man. And this the kind of stuff Solo needs, because Solo can get it could get a little stale over there, and he's not really getting opponents, man. And honestly, there's not a lot like Dolph Ziggler that he can really sink his teeth into and look good, man. I wouldn't be mad if this turned into a feud, man. Maybe Dolph costs him, his next match or something like that, because Solo did win this one and they run it back, man. Let's do it again, man. Like, Solo needs these kind of opponents, man. He needs these kind of opponents. I didn't see Talatonga get involved at all, man. They let these guys go. Solo got the clean victory. I thought it was a good match. I thought it was a good look for Dolph, a good look for Solo. Definitely something for the Madison Square Garden crowd that they were trying to turn up all night. I mean, the show was just going crazy the whole night. But what you thought about this match, Stan, and seeing Dolph Ziggler's music hit, man, and him coming out there, as
He one of my favorites, bro. Even going back to Spirit Squad, man. I always like he's always been like Shawn Michaels was like one of my favorites, and Dolph Ziggler was like the closest I feel like that we got as like an in-ring kind of worker that
mm,
makes people look good. It's like he's the closest thing to Shawn Michaels. Like even the way he walks and like not way, but his moves, the way he like sells, it's all kind of like Shawn Michaels. Like it's just everything he does reminds me of Shawn Michaels. And I just always like been a huge Dolph Ziggler fan. And when I heard that music, I ain't gonna lie, man, I kind of might have screamed a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, but but yeah,
yeah.
he like it's weird watching him on TNA because of course he doesn't do none of the theme song. It's not the same and everything, but
Mhm.
no, it was great. Even if it's a one off, it was great. And luckily they do have that working relationship in TNA, and so hopefully it's not a one off thing. But if he want to comes back over and he want to do it as Nick Nemeth, I mean that's fine too. But yeah.
Yeah, man. Good luck for Dolph, man. Hey, but what you thought, man, when you heard that when Dolph Ziggler music hit, man? What was the first thought?
But I had to make that phone call, man. I had to make that phone call, man. Let you know that boy was bite, man. It felt good to see Dolph out there, man. He always been like Stan was saying, man. He's always been ready to go, man. He be one of them. He's one of them ones, man. Like Stan was saying, man, that make somebody look great. And he did his thing, though, man. Like he still got it, bro. Like you know what I'm saying. Like he ain't lost a step at all, man. Like he really went toe to toe with Solo, man. I thought he should have really won, man. You know what I'm saying? That would have really been a good look. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think they can really let him just come back like that and just take one over Solo. But I mean, it would have really been good if he was able to, man. For real. Glad to see Dolph back, man. Real talk.
Yeah, man. Dolph gonna deliver, man. He was definitely a bright spot tonight, and there's plenty of guys that could use that match with Dolph, man. I don't know why he's. I guess everybody needs their time away from the WWE, man, but I know at some point he's gonna have to come back and put in a little bit more work or do something, man. So hopefully we get more Dolph down the line. But good look for that crowd, man. Good look for that Madison Square Garden crowd of us. After this, we had Alexa just standing in the ring. I don't know if I missed something on a commercial break or something, but all of a sudden Alexa was just standing in the ring and cutting a promo about her and Charlotte's not being on the same page after losing the women's tag team championships against the Kabuki Warriors. This eventually led up to the other team coming out that had Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, along with Lash Legend and Nia Jax. Um, that led to Rhea Ripley and Io Sky coming out, and a brawl ensued that led to Charlotte coming out and saving Alexa Bliss. Most of this match was just, again, they was bringing out everybody. This was the second segment that had multiple people. They opened the show with 6. This one was at 8. So definitely a lot of ladies involved here. Gave you Charlotte, gave you Rhea Ripley, gave you Io Sky, the women's tag team champions. They definitely tried to pipe up this segment as much as possible, man. So just a big brawl. Nothing too much really there. Other than that, and building towards the Survivor Series War Games, man. Spook, what you think about this match coming up at War Games with these ladies? You think they're gonna put on the show, man? What you expecting from this one?
I mean, from what I've seen tonight, man, they hyping up Lash, man. Naya's still out there doing her thing. The Kabuki Warriors, they the new tag team champs. So I think it's gonna be a good little match. It's gonna be gonna be a little excitement, man. I really like, how they hyping Lash up though, man. That's my girl right there, man. So, what I'm
Mhm.
saying? She got, a good little thing going on with her.
Mm.
So I think it'll be pretty good, man. I think it'll be pretty good.
Yeah, man, it should definitely be a good look, man. I know how you feel about Lash Legend,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? But that Nia Jax, man, Nia Jax has been everybody's best friend.
Yeah, yeah. She is funny too, though. I didn't know she was funny, man. That little line she hit with the night was pretty comical for me, man. You know what I'm saying? Because didn't
Mm.
nobody understand what's the girl name?
Wonder, I think Oscar had the
Yeah,
mic.
yeah. Oscar had said something, and she was like, yeah, yeah, whatever she said, So that was a pretty clever comeback, man. As far as
Mhm.
hyping it up, man. So
Yeah, so this is looks like Nia's next victim to turn on is gonna be Lash Legend here in maybe a couple of months or so, man. But Stan, what you thought about these ladies brawling out there and what this might look like for War Games, Survivor Series?
It's good. Cause I kind of saw that coming with Charlotte coming out at the end, but it's kind of like, oh, I don't know if I'm still gonna join you, but this is my friend, and but it'll be very interesting to see who both teams pick for their fifth.
Mm,
Um, we got they got a week,
mm.
so yeah, I don't know. I feel like I know a way it could go, but they didn't start that yet, and it's like too quick. Because when Oscar was talking to Bailey, I was like, well, they
Mm.
could go in a way of have like Oscar with and Bailey with Oscar, and then Lyra with Charlotte and them. But I was like, it's too quick of a like turnaround because they haven't really put any story of them like breaking up, so that wouldn't make any sense. So honestly, I don't know who they would pick for the fifth members
So
for
did you
each
see the
woman.
aftermath of Becky Lynch and Maxine Dupree?
Mhm.
Okay. Because I think they might have teased it there. I think they might have teased it there. Um,
Maybe.
They might have. They might have. Well, that match was up next for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Becky Lynch versus Maxine Dupree in Madison Square Garden. I think that the way this was built up, I think a lot of us thought there was a good chance that Maxine would be the one holding the Women's Intercontinental Championship over her head at the end of the night. I wasn't on social media for a few hours leading up to Monday Night Raw because there's a lot of spoilers and a lot of
Yeah.
I just try to stay away for a second, man, to just make sure I don't catch anything. But I thought it was an okay match. I still feel like their first match was the best of the 3 matches they've had. And I don't know if it was just a surprising element that was there, or now they're kind of doing more than what they need to do. But it was an okay match. And during this match, AJ Lee's music hit. We haven't seen her since the ESPN debut, the WWE ESPN debut. We haven't seen her since then, back in mid September, I want to say. So I was genuinely surprised. I really did not expect that. I didn't know that was about to happen. I didn't see anything that said that was coming, man. And in an age where it's tough to be surprised, I was definitely surprised by that one. But her music hit, the crowd went crazy again. Madison Square Garden, Raw. They was just like, we're gonna give them whatever we got backstage, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give them whatever we got backstage, man. It's like when you that last kid that show up for Christmas and they just start giving you the gifts that nobody got. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're just gonna give you everything. Here, just take that, man. We ain't really got nothing planned for you. Just take it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they did. They just gave us whatever they had in the bag backstage, man. And AJ Lee happened to be back there. Maxxine ended up winning this matchup, man. In a way that sort of protected whatever she can't do. So they helped her to win in that type of way, man. What you thought about this match there with Becky Lynch and Maxxine, and Maxxine pulling off the win?
It was good, but it wasn't as good as their first one. Even their second one was straight, but the first one is just like I think because no one expected Maxine to be that good, and so like this one when she won, I mean I was happy. Like a lot of other people online were happy. The crowd was definitely happy. We're happy for her. So it's only for her to just take this and build on it at this point. Like don't stop grinding. Just keep going because like she can be a star. Um, so it's just like it's all on her at this point.
Yeah, what you thought about this one, Spook? Becky Lynch, Maxine winning the championship.
I mean, I'm happy that she won it, man. We kind of predicted last week, man, that she would go ahead and take this one, and take the belt from Becky. But yeah, like I said, like y'all was saying, man, the first one was probably about the best one. The second one was, it's like she was missing a couple steps. She was overthinking. Her family was in the building. So she was trying to make them proud. You know what I'm saying? So she finally, did that tonight, man, when she beat Becky. So like I said, man, the third one was okay. It wasn't really much. That little interference, as far as AJ walking out, kind of helped her, to get that title. So kudos to her, man. Let her ride it on out, man. Do her thing. You know what I'm saying? Get her a couple reps in, get her a new opponent. See what she can do with this next person.
So how long you think she gonna hold on to this, man? You think she got a little run in her? We think at Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. What can they realistically do based on what we've seen from?
Possibly it could go. I mean, it could go to WrestleMania. It's just like it really depends on her and the how they book her, the people they put her with, and like how you know. But it could go. It can
Hmm.
definitely go. I mean, like it. Like it's just really how they play it. Like you know, who would her
Yeah,
first opponent be? Because I feel
yeah,
like Becky is about to get busy with AJ. So
yeah. They had the backstage segment afterwards, man, with AJ Lee and Maxine, which ended with Rhea Ripley taking AJ Lee with her, and hey, can we talk? Um, to me, that looked like they might be setting up a adding AJ Lee to that fifth one to be in that fifth
yeah,
um member of that particular team, which would probably guarantee that Becky Lynch would have to join with those ladies that I'm not sure she's too friendly with.
yeah.
But I don't know who they would pick as a fifth if it's not her. Um, but AJ Lee is, she wants to stick around or do some of the more major events, and we got to see how that one plays out. But we may be rounding home plate here with the five women on the War Games Survivor Series team. So that should be a solid match. I don't know where Maxine is going to go from here because she if AJ and Becky start going at it, that just leaves her kind of there, and hopefully she doesn't end up where they're just not featuring her on TV and she doesn't get any opponents. But it's going to be a challenge because who's going to make Maxine look good? That's not
Well,
busy right now.
I feel like because I don't know if she's hurt or not, but I feel like a perfect first opponent
Hmm.
could be like someone like Ivy now, who she got history with. And Ivy can be, come back and be like, oh, I see you got that title. I want to take it from you because you're really not ready. And I'm going to whoop you like I whooped you before. Because, like, but I don't know. I feel like
Yeah,
that would be, because
I don't.
it'll be a good, like, playback kind of thing, too. Like, I mean,
When have we
like,
seen her?
since that whole when Chad got hurt, that was the last
Mm,
time we seen any of them.
okay, yeah. So
I
we
mean, that
did.
So I
wouldn't
don't,
that wouldn't be bad though, because then that way you can drop the Creed brothers back. Chad can come back. Otis already back. Tozawa, he's back. Well, I don't know if he really went anywhere or anything. So you can start that whole little feud up again. You know what I'm saying, between Chad and his team and Otis and his squad. So yeah, Stan, you may be onto something. That may be a good little fit that's about to start, man. Little
Yeah,
feud.
she gotta get something. She gotta get somebody, man. She gotta get somebody to because I want to. I don't know what I don't know if she has to defend the title next week, but we got to see something. We
Yeah,
need to see something. We need to get her like maybe a tag match could
or
possibly.
even like they do like a ceremony kind of thing, like, oh, we want to honor the new champion, and then bam, Ivy now pop out like that. But it's something,
Well, I
just
tell you
something.
who she shouldn't face at Raquel Rodriguez. If you want to make her look good, keep her away from Raquel Rodriguez. That's definitely not going to be a good look. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she got some options of who she could face, but there's some people that we need to cross off that list. So next week, I do not want to see Judgment Day come jump her, and then it's a one-on-one match. That's going to expose her. She looks good with Becky. She might could look good with Roxanne. I don't. Ivy now seems like a stretch just because I haven't seen her around, and I don't know
Yeah,
what's exactly going on with her. Um, but at least we know she got some in-ring ability.
yeah. It's just, bro.
But
The last time we saw her is when she changed her hairstyle. That was it.
when she was looking more glamorous,
Yeah, and then
yeah,
she went away. They were like, oh, she looked too good. We gotta get rid of her.
yeah,
Like,
you can't just change your hairstyle. You don't get to do that. So they got rid of that one. I don't know, man. I hope she finds a way to stay relevant, man. Maybe Kyrie Sane could make her look like something if she gets a one-on-one match there. But with Judgment, with the War Games coming up, it takes about 10 ladies off the table, really,
yeah,
for her to fight, and then Stephanie and Nikki has their own thing going on. So it seems like she's headed down the path of dealing with the Judgment Day ladies, and oh man, we don't want to expose her, man. Just figure out something different there. But um, after this one, we had Gunther and Javon Evans, WWE NXT's Javon Evans, who everybody's kind of been anticipating this match for some time now, man, expecting this to be a good one with what we've seen from Gunther. Of course, that's been proven, and those who've watched NXT and paid attention to Javon Evans and what he can do in the ring. So there was probably a lot more expectations for this match than it would have otherwise been for any other guys coming up from NXT, man, just based on what we've seen and what Javon Evans' future looks like. I felt like the match delivered, man. I felt like the match delivered. I felt like this was one of those they go to the back and everybody's clapping and proud of what they seen Javon do, even though it wasn't a loss. I don't think there was many expecting him to pull off the win, especially if this was going to be a clean match. But him and Gunther's first match back, Madison Square Garden. Obviously, the WWE has been big on Gunther ever since he's debuted on the main roster, maybe even in NXT days. He just was significantly bigger in his NXT days. So I guess once he dropped the weight, they was like, all right, he's real serious about this. But this was a solid match. Gunther ended up picking up the victory, man. We've seen a lot of high spots from Javon Evans. Even a spot where he jumped out and Gunther caught him at one point. I was just
yeah.
like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? It's a grown person. It's a grown man. You know what I'm saying? You don't just catch no grown man on your shoulder, man. Like this, you know what I mean? So I was a little caught off. I didn't know Gunther had that type of strength, man, to just catch a grown man like that, man. I was just like, okay, all right, wow. You
Put
know?
you on my shoulders, a patch of,
Yeah,
burgundy.
man. I was like, whoa, okay. This is I had to look up Javon Evans' weight after that one. Let me see how much he weighs, because he looked like a grown adult to me. To be getting jumped and jumping on somebody's shoulders from the ring after running, you're not supposed to just catch him. You're supposed to fall. You're supposed to fall. So if nothing else, if you didn't know anything about these two guys going into the match, the moment Gunther catches him in the air, you gotta know he's gonna lose. Like at that point, you gotta assume he's gonna lose the match now. That was the
Yeah,
turn.
Gunther wasn't falling at all for this match, man. He
No,
was
man.
on his feet the whole time.
Yeah, man. He was definitely showing he was the bigger, stronger guy, no matter how bouncy Javon Evans was, man. But what you thought about this match, Spook?
Like you said, man, it was a good little match, man. Javon, I don't really watch a lot of NXT, man, so I never really like watched his in the ring ability. But he did his thing, though, man. I thought Gunther was going, like destroy him, man. But he held his own. You know what I'm saying? He had some little moves that he did, man, that kind of stunned Gunther for a second, man. But at the end, I knew Gunther was gonna pull it off, man. But it was he's pretty good. I like him. I rock with him.
Yeah, man. He's definitely been showing out in NXT. So anybody who's kind of seen him down there was already, very aware of what his capabilities were, man. But what you thought about what he did on the main roster at Madison Square Garden tonight, Stan?
No, it was great, man. He one of those guys that like a small guy that can possibly like be like a taller like Rey Mysterio for the next generation or a Jeff Hardy type as like a world champion. Cause I mean he got it, and then I like the fact that down there in NXT they're letting him like be himself, and so hopefully that continues whenever he gets called up. But this match was like amazing, like like Gunther has great matches with smaller guys. It's just so crazy because he'll let them get their stuff off. He'll let them fly around. He'll let them do everything, and then he's like, "Now it's time for me to use my power. Now it's time for me to beat you within an inch of your life," kind of thing. And it's just like him and um Dragunov are like the two of my favorites with like smaller guys because they just make the guys look good and then they still look strong at the end, which is perfect. But it's just like that match was like amazing. It was probably my second favorite match. I mean, my favorite is gonna be my guy, Dolph Ziggler. But that nah, this was a great match.
Mm-hmm. Um, yeah, man. So we definitely I don't think it's a secret that we're gonna be seeing Javon Evans at some point on that main roster doing what he do, man. They just have to be real careful about how they call him up. It is crowded. So I don't know what that would look like for him, but and he's kind of technically he's really if they're calling up people sort of in order, um, you would have thought Trick Williams would have been called up by now. Then there would have been maybe an Obafemi.
Which we haven't
Uh,
seen Oba in forever.
then there's now Ricky Saints is the champ. So and Ethan Page has been making waves. So I don't know, man. Javon Evans might be like the fifth guy in line to be called up, and despite how he's performing, man, unless they just make a move for him. But I think we've been waiting on Trick Williams for a long time
Yeah.
to kind of get called up, and he's just kind of been doing his thing with TNA and staying over there, and then those other guys. So
Well, I feel
there's a
like
few
his is coming now. Since he lost on
Trick
Tuesday, I feel like it's coming now. They got always got to have that one last match in front of the like NXT crowd, and so
Yeah, man, and hopefully
that
he looks
last match
good.
standing, I think that was his
Yeah,
last match.
he's gonna as long as he finds a way to stay relevant on that main roster, man. It's pretty deep. There's plenty of people that we didn't see tonight. We didn't see none of the Americanos. We didn't see Penta tonight, which is unusual. Normally we always get a
Yeah,
Penta sighting. We didn't see Rusev tonight. He's normally in a match. And I know they're doing some of the both brands is on one brand right now, but these are guys that we typically been accustomed to seeing. So for us to not see some of them, it could be easy for anybody to get lost in the shuffle because they wanted to, at least for tonight, have a jam-packed night. But Judgment Day stayed featured. Um, LA Knight is in the tournament, so we didn't really see him. He did advance, but he's typically on the Monday Night Raw roster. I think all the ladies, other than Judgment Day ladies, that were pretty much featured tonight, or seen out there in some capacity. So it was a few people that missed tonight's show, man. And with Gunther coming back, there's just one more spot. It's one more spot, man, that they're gonna have to figure out. And not for nothing, but next off we had a face off, and some of these guys would normally be taking up a segment individually. So that's going to be even more crowded for the Javon Evans, the Trick Williams, or the Obafemis of the world, who may be next to really be called up. Because I think they're probably going to hold off on Ricky Saints and Ethan Page for a little bit longer. But those three guys, they might need to come up like the Nation of Domination or something, man. You know what I mean? Because in order to stay together and make some traction, make some waves, you come up one by one, it might be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You might not be able to really stay strong. I mean, you see what's happened to Carmelo Hayes, man. He's kind of just in and out, kind of lost, kind of we're not really sure. So I think that's the future with them, man, as far as what may happen or what, if they were to get called up to that main roster, man. But next off, we had the face off, man. We had the face off. Both of the teams that was in the men's War Games match coming up at Survivor Series. And after you get Cena and Dominic, after we get Stephanie out there, we've gotten who else was out? I mean, Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch, Maxxine, the new champion. I guess they was like, we gotta end the show in a major way. We gotta do something real big to close out Madison Square Garden. Cena's last night. There's been a title change. Um, and I think they succeeded. The premise was simple. As far as how Monday Night Raw ends, it was just the players was a little different. It still involved Division to some capacity, CM Punk and Jey Uso to some capacity. But this one started out with Division coming out deep, four deep. Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre. They was interrupted by CM Punk, Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, and who am I missing? Didn't they have somebody? Who else was on their team? Jimmy was. Jimmy, man. Jimmy's got to do something. I totally forgot Jimmy was even there tonight, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I should have wrote that down, man. Jimmy's got to do something, man. He's coming out to his brother's music. He's wearing black. He may need to wear like a hot lime green or something, man. Something to. He's gonna do something. Like Jimmy, man, we rooting for you, man. But you're gonna have to do something to stand out. I couldn't. I forgot who else was the other person. Um, but yeah, man, this was supposed to be a face off, which I don't even know why they just didn't call it a brawl from the start. This wasn't a contract signing. There was
Yeah.
never a face off. These guys just immediately got into it. Immediately went toe to toe, man. There was nothing to talk about. People's
Yeah,
fists.
wasn't none left, man. Wasn't nothing.
Yeah,
There was
Just go.
and
nothing to face off for. Like
right. I didn't
I
understand.
don't
Like this,
understand it.
just tell them we
Well,
gonna.
they did actually do the little face off. They did the whole little, stare each other down,
They looked at each other.
a little mess. It was probably about 33, 34 seconds worth of
Mhm.
the face off, and it should have, had a little slash in there where they put brawl, for the rest of the segment at that point. You know what I'm saying? Brawl, 14 minutes. Face off, we're going to give it about 35 to 38 seconds, and we're going to get right to it.
Yeah, man, that was pretty much what happened, man. This one broke down pretty quickly. And then the fifth member of, I guess the Paul Heyman led team came out. Brock Lesnar, I think some of us may have anticipated that. Big move, big power move, man. I don't know that he could have got anybody bigger for his team. So he came
Mhm.
out there. Brock Lesnar came out there, got to work, man. Hit CM Punk. I don't think we've seen Brock and CM Punk have any interaction since both have essentially returned. Then he hit Cody Rhodes, and then the big dog came back, man. OTC, and I don't think Roman Reigns has had a greater rival than Brock Lesnar.
Mm. Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's definitely been the guy to help get Roman Reigns over. That being Brock Lesnar. So the OTC came out there, man. They went at it, did their thing, man. What did OTC have something on his feet tonight? Spook, man. What did he have on something tonight?
I think he had on what them the fragment ones or these was the fragment ones or the Travis Scott ones, the
I
lows.
couldn't
Either
tell.
one.
I gotta see a
I
picture
thought I thought
because the camera. Hold on, I couldn't really tell because they was like I was
they looked
just
like some. I don't know if it's the Travis Scott joints or the fragment joints that he had on, but I know it looked like some
oh
one.
yeah, those are
Yeah,
fragment ones. Those are ones that came out yesterday.
So he
Yeah,
just had
those.
something. Right, he had something that just dropped, just hit the market.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Yeah,
they dropped yesterday. They
that's stupid.
re-releasing them tomorrow actually, hopefully. Well, yeah, they came out yesterday.
I'm not a big
Was it
fan of the
yesterday?
fragment. The what's the name
No, it
things
wasn't
they so they
Sunday. It was Saturday. They dropped on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
now if
Yeah.
he would have had them teams on the steals or the shadows, then we would have had to talk. We had to try to figure out how he got those so early. We would have had to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so Roman came out, man. Uh, got into a Brock Lesnar, man. Had the boys standing tall out there. Uh, lot of firepower in this one, man. I don't think they could have done much more for Madison Square Garden, man. I don't think they could have done much more. They gave them everything they needed, man. What you thought about this segment to end the show, Stan, with all 10 of these big dogs in the ring? Well, a lot of big dogs and Jimmy Uso.
It was a chaotic, overbooked mess, and it was perfection. It was like overbooking. Like, hey, we need two guys. We need two more members. We got a week. Let's go get Brock. Let's go get Roman. And let's just overbook it. So the match is gonna be overbooked like crazy, and I can't wait for
Mm.
it. It's gonna be
And they got it.
terrible.
I mean, because this is a steel cage, the double cage. So
Right? It's
I don't
gonna
remember
be.
the last time. Have we seen Brock Lesnar in one of these?
That's
He was
War Games. Mm,
no, right?
mm.
I don't think I've seen him in that.
Brock's never
Nah.
done it. Bronson or Braun or um what's his name? Logan or Drew. The Usos and Roman have done
Yeah,
it
for
because
sure.
of I don't think CM Punk's done one.
What was no? He was in there last year.
Yeah, yeah, he was last year.
Yeah, he was
Been
last
working.
year.
Oh, he wasn't in the match. He came back. That's when he came back.
Oh
No, he
yeah,
came
that's right.
2 years ago. No, three, maybe 2 or 3.
Really?
No,
He was
last
done
year is
last
when
year?
he was with Roman Reigns in the they was in
Yeah,
the
that's
cage.
right.
Yeah, that was
That's
last
right.
year.
Yeah,
The
that was
year
last year.
before that, I don't remember if that was the time he came back or if that was like he was injured or something.
Wait, Drew was in
Can't.
that one, I think.
I think
Drew
Drew
might
been
have
in
been.
one before.
Yeah, he was
I
in
think he
that
was.
one because that was Judgment Day.
Yeah, he might have been.
Yeah, he
Drew
might.
just a team up with anybody.
Yeah,
Drew would just go on and partner with you
he's
right
just
quick,
here
man.
for a
He ain't,
check, and I'm like, I'm gonna beat somebody else. So I get my check, and that's
right.
what we
Him and
gonna do.
Jimmy Uso was there for the same reasons, man. They
It
just
was kind
so
of odd to see him had the flu games on there. It
who
just
was that?
Drew he had the little, the red and black 12, the flu game joints.
Uh,
It was kind of odd seeing them in them, but I'm like, oh, I guess those boys, they follow the shoe game
The
just as
only
much as.
person that don't really wear nothing is CM Punk could throw on like some mids. He'll have on the Chicago's ones because I mean he from Chicago, but usually he be wearing
Mhm.
like Hokas or Clouds.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think do Cody had a pair
Oh,
once
Cody
before,
is a
right?
real live sneakerhead. He had on the Wheat Air Force One. Cody a live sneakerhead. Like I saw Cody Rhodes at the airport one time when he was going out to Dallas for it was whatever it wasn't. I don't think it was WrestleMania, but it was like something in Dallas on the road to WrestleMania, and he had
mm,
on the Tiffany Air Force Ones. And I will never forget it because I was looking at the shoes and then I look up and I'm like, bro, that's Cody Rhodes, but he's wearing a hood. So I like
mm,
wait. So he come by. They're like, hey man, I was like, hey, hope you get a chance to finish your story, man. By the way, them Tiffany's hard. He's like, oh yeah, man, I got like a collection of stuff. But yeah, nah, yeah, he a real. And to see the Tiffany Air Force Ones in person, it's just nobody ever see it because he always wearing suits. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like,
mm.
but nah, he got a lot. Like, yeah, he got a lot. And he mostly
No,
What
wear
did
Air Force Ones.
who else got a good shoe game? I think Bronson got a good shoe game for a big dude, man. I think he got a nice little shoe game too, man. I think they had on like some ones tonight, but I can't really figure out what was the colorway of them. You know what I'm saying? Like I think him and um Braun Breaker had ones on tonight,
Yeah.
Air Force One. I don't know
Now
which
the
colorway
best,
though.
I think the best collection in wrestling outside of Roman is definitely my girl Liv Morgan.
mm,
She
Okay.
she was on the sneaker shopping on Complex for a reason. That girl, she got a lot of she loved Jordan ones and dunks, but she got a lot of like she one of
I
those.
ain't never seen that before. I'm gonna have to go look for that one,
Yeah.
man. Liv Morgan,
Even her
complex.
wrestling boots, the boots she wear when she wrestled, to go back and watch her old matches, they're like custom Jordan ones that she made look like wrestling boots.
And LA Knight is what 12s, right? I thought it was 12s.
It's 11 or so. 'Cause I know the white ones kind of look like Concords,
Yeah,
but it could be
yeah,
from
yeah.
playoffs.
And then you said
But yeah,
Roman got a contract with Jordan, right?
yeah, yeah. It happened like a
mm-hmm.
couple years ago. He was supposed to have some shoes come out last year. They never came out. So maybe it's supposed to be next year.
And
It was
they
supposed to be some
dropped, bro.
bloodline. Bloodline Jordan 12s, and like another shoe.
Man, them things go
Cause
sell
it,
out in probably about 3.2 seconds, man.
hey,
Probably
he
get them
got
at
big
the
money,
arena.
bro. Roman
Yeah, I
is
mean,
big. He's
once
big
the
money.
older kind of guys started leaving, now the traditional wrestling boots are not what they once were. So now
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
everybody has the freedom, and a lot of these sneakers are at least like mid or high tops. So
yeah.
you still kind of protect your ankles and stuff like that. Because even remember at one point they had to make Solo Sokoa wear some stuff, man. He used to come out there barefoot. They was,
Yeah, he wears traditional boots now. But a lot of
yeah,
wrestlers
yeah,
they
Same
wrestle
for
in
Russo.
sneakers. They'll just wear the cover thing on it. The covers
yeah.
that make it look like boots. Cause Kofi
Yeah,
Kingston
because
been
what's
doing that
the
for
name?
years.
Because Priest, he wore the 12s,
Yeah,
the black and purple 12s. He was wearing them one time.
Kofi been doing that for years, bro.
What's the other guy? The other guy that's in Judgment Day, he wear a lot of retro
Jordan
ones.
1, Finn Balor. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, Finn.
he wrestling ones religiously. So it's just that's another thing.
That's crazy, man. I mean, the whole mix up as far as sports, shoes, clothes, man. It's amazing, man. How they incorporate all these things into it, man. Beautiful, man.
Hmm. Yeah, man. They definitely tapping into the culture, man. The WWE brand is so big. I mean, you got the Giants out there. I don't know why they showed the Eagle. I don't even know what the purpose of showing the Eagles
They should
player
have
out
had
there
them
was.
fight instead of them fighting the wrestlers, bro.
That was crazy. I mean, they that influence, man. You see athletes all the time when they're at these different events, but depending on where they at and whose hometown. My Knicks had a game today, so they couldn't get Jalen Brunson. They couldn't get that boy out there, man. But they got the Giants, who whatever. I don't even know why, but it is what it is, man. But those all of these different brands we're seeing boxers, we see in the NFL, we see in the NBA. Everybody's a part of it, man. Especially jumping in with ESPN, man. The worldwide leader in sports. It's just you got to tap in at this point because of social media. You can't. You really in your downtime, you don't want to be on social media talking about looking at my wrestling boots. So they gotta put something on their feet when they start taking these pictures online, man, to get people to really pay attention, man. So I think Nikki Bella's always been in like some what's she
Ones,
always been on?
The
Was it
ones,
one?
ones,
mid.
yeah, the
Yeah,
Jordan
she's
ones,
been in, yeah, she's always
religiously.
had that. Right.
Yeah, she
So
got them. Spark it up, man. She got somebody to customize them for them and really, really make them look girly, man. But I mean,
another one.
they do look good though. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So they just got to tap in, man. What you thought about the way this one ended, Spook? But seeing these guys go at it, brawl, man. Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns jumping into the fold with these guys getting ready for War Games.
Man, Stan said the best, man. I just want to see these boys fight, man. This War Games right here, man, is gonna be something different, bro. Like it's like last year was good, you know what I'm saying? Like last year was really, really, really good. But this year it's finna go down, man. I mean, it can go any way. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like Heyman team have a lot more power, man. Them boys looked it good tonight in that black, bro. They looked it good, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see them boys go, man. Just ring the bell, man. And let them boys go, man. Don't stop no interests, man. Don't let them come out one at a time. Just put them all in the ring, man, and just let them go, man. Just let them go.
Yeah, man. They gotta it's a lot of potential with this one, man. It's some guys in there that do some wild stuff, man.
Yeah,
Reed gonna be looking for his moment. Jay might be looking for his moment. Braun Breaker looking for his moment. Brock Lesnar. You got that star power, that aura of Roman Reigns out there. The same thing with CM Punk and Cody. So
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know how to include Jimmy Uso in here, but
Oh, I know
um,
the spot. Bro, I know the Jimmy Uso spot so bad. It's so crazy. He gonna be hanging from from the cage. He's gonna like try to do something, but he gonna end up hanging from the cage. Braun Breaker is gonna climb on the turnbuckle and spear that man in midair. I guarantee you.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that, man. I would love to see
this is what I'm talking about,
that,
man.
man.
I tried to find a positive way to include Jimmy Uso, and he's gonna get broken in half inside the war game.
He the only
Jimmy,
one in there that can take that, bro. Who's going?
Yeah,
Who's
he's the
man.
only one that can afford to get injured and not nobody gonna notice.
Because
I
they
mean,
gonna
it's
you know they gonna practice that spot. That's gonna happen. I don't know why, but I feel like he's got to do something crazy like that.
yeah,
Unfortunately,
man. Poor Jimmy, man. Jimmy and Drew kind of seem like the odd guys out in a way.
nah, Drew
Um,
gonna like do some stuff, bro. You know he gonna do his thing.
I mean, they just seem like they're both holding on to kind of being relevant in the main event picture though, because they really don't have anything going on outside of this. Even after this, like on the other side of this, everybody else has some sort of trajectory. We don't know what the vision is going to look like entirely, but we know that they still with Paul Heyman, they still in the main event on Monday Night Raw, pretty much either going to open the show or close the show. I don't know where Jimmy goes, and I don't know where Drew McIntyre goes because Drew's already had his match with Cody, so he hasn't been successful there. But we know where Cody's going to be. Jay, he said he's more than an entrance, but maybe not. CM Punk is still the champ. Roman Reigns is Roman. Brock is Brock. So it's just a couple of guys in there, man, that they need to have a big moment. Drew and Jimmy need to find a way to have the biggest spot of the night, to have people remember whatever they do. Because everybody else, they pretty much on the same path, man. Bronson is probably coming off the steel cage with a tsunami on somebody somewhere, man. Um, he's
Hey,
gonna come for the big one.
what if they make
So
Jimmy take both of those, man?
he should. He should, man. He might as well, man. He's got to do
But they
something,
can't.
man. He's got to do something.
They gonna take.
If
They
if
gonna make
not,
him take both of those. Oh God,
look,
it's gonna.
I watched Jimmy and Jay Uso come out to that man's theme song and still forgot Jimmy was even with him tonight. So he's got to do something, man.
I
He's
mean,
blending with his brother again.
what's the name? She took a spot in the ladder in the woman's Money in the Bank, and then she ended up winning the title because of it. Chelsea Green. So who knows? Maybe Jimmy go out there and let himself get killed, and then he end up with a championship somehow.
Well, right now, man, they may end up vacating the Intercontinental Championship. Who's to say Cena's gonna lose? He might just walk out with it, man. Vacate it, man. Run that tournament, and Jimmy Uso. It might be his way. It might be his path, man.
Yeah.
But
Do he
I
have a
don't
match,
know who
Jimmy?
does he have a what?
Do he have a match in the whole little Cena thing?
Nah.
No, no, he's not.
Oh, okay, okay.
So if John can, I mean, I don't want to see Gunther win the Intercontinental Championship. I don't know. I
I
don't
told
know.
you who it's gonna be. I told you who it's gonna be, man.
Who'd you say?
Sheamus. Sheamus the only
Sheamus
person.
winning the tournament?
Yeah, because Sheamus has not won the Intercontinental Championship, and so therefore he's not a Grand Slam champion. What better way when John Cena retiring is to pass it on and making Sheamus now a Grand Slam champion? I know it's not a young talent, but if you look at who's left, it's no young talent left. So it's like no one that
Well,
would. I mean Gunther,
if
but
I
like
would
Gunther and
want.
Sheamus gonna be your like final. It's gonna be one of the semifinals. Or it's gonna be the
I
final
would.
in the tournament.
So my,
It's
my my hope is that Solo, with the help of Tala Tonga, Smaller Tonga, Shorter Tonga, somehow defeats Gunther.
ain't
Like, let's
happening.
get Gunther out the way by jumping him. Um, and we get Solo and LA Knight in the finals. And at that point, I wouldn't care who wins, man. Just whoever, let's do it, man. I just want
Now
Solo and LA Knight.
final gonna be Gunther and Sheamus, bro.
Who you got in the finals, Spook, man? Who you got in the finals, man? I got LA Knight. I got Solo Sokoa, man. He's got Gunther. He's got Sheamus. With Sheamus winning, I
Because
got LA Knight winning.
it's perfect. Like Sheamus hasn't beaten Gunther every time they fought. So they have him tackle two things, and he comes out
Mhm.
of it the Grand Slam champion, and then he can drop the belt in 2 weeks. It don't matter. He finally got a Grand Slam champion. He's finally a Grand Slam champion before he retires. It's like perfect.
But how do you think that's big enough for Cena's last match? If you so you gotta
Yeah,
remember they're gonna be
Because
building
remember,
it up.
Cena
'Cause people gonna be excited.
Cena went his whole career without having. He just now became Grand Slam champion. What
Hmm.
better way have him retire and crown a new Grand Slam champion? Just like he just became one. He's making somebody else one. He's putting over someone else so they can be Grand Slam champion. Because I mean, granted,
I mean,
yeah, LA
that
Knight,
would be the
but like he
sport.
already had a secondary title.
I just don't know that if it takes 2, 3 weeks to build it up,
Oh yeah,
are the fans going to remain excited knowing Sheamus is coming for a week? Sheamus is coming in 2 weeks. Sheamus is coming in 3 weeks. I don't know if it's going to really hold up for that long. That's my
that's
only
why I felt
concern.
I felt like they should have made one of the surprise entrants like Obafemi, man. Because Obafemi would have been the perfect winner. Cena can put him
Mhm.
over, and he can put over the younger talent. Because people that watch NXT know Obafemi is that guy, and he only been and so it's like Cena can put him over. He can become intercontinental champion,
That would have
and
been
he
quick,
can have
though.
a huh.
That would have been quick for him to get
I
that on
know,
his belt that fast.
I don't know. Hey,
I
Stephanie
would,
Vancouver got 4 titles in a year, and like he can have a run with it like Gunther had, because he can be like Gunther level as far as like dominant if they book it correctly. And he's had matches with smaller guys and made them look good too, and still won. And they were just like, man, I know he was a smaller guy, but that was a great match. Like the match with Javon Evans, the match with Wesley, the match
mhm.
with the champion now,
Ricky
the
Singh.
NXT. Yeah, Saints. Like he's had good matches with smaller guys, and so it's just
Mhm.
like. So, but
I mean,
I
I
don't know
think
why he isn't.
outside of those guys, who's still left outside of those four? They got Penta going against somebody, right? Who's Penta going up against? Carmelo is still in it, ain't he? Carmelo
Yeah, he got to
Hayes.
fight Bronson Reed.
So
Mm,
Carmelo is still in it. Penta and Finn Balor. Um,
hold on.
Rusev, I believe, is still in it.
Hmm. Who gonna beat Bronson Reed though?
Oh no. So
So Bron,
okay. So Friday, Carmelo Hayes versus Bronson Reed, and then Penta versus Finn Balor. We already know who winning that. And then so that following Monday, it'll be Solo versus either Penta or Finn Balor, and then Gunther versus either Carmelo Hayes or Bronson Reed.
so are those guys that's left? What you thinking, Spook, man? Who you got in the final four, man? Who in the final four? Spook? Who in
I know Big Bronson gonna be there.
He gonna beat
he's
Gunther?
going to be? No, he's got Carmelo, right?
Yeah, but then after he beats Carmelo, he gonna have Gunther.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like
that's a hard. Uh,
Well, who you got in the final two, man? Who you got winning this thing, man? Who going at it to go head to head with?
I mean, it's kind of hard to say right now, man. I mean, you got so many powerhouses in there, man, that deserves or that can fit that spot, man.
Mhm.
I
yeah,
don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, once Stan told me that Gunther's going against Brunson, I was looking at Brunson for a minute, but if he got to go against Gunther, that's gonna be a
yeah,
tell of the tape, there, man. That's gonna be a real
because
good
the
one,
only
man.
two
That's
technically like young talent that haven't won a title that he can put over is Carmelo and Bronson Reed, and they face each other on Friday.
yeah. I think
As far
Brunson
as
will. I
like,
think Brunson. I mean, the division need a belt. I mean, that'll be like a little starter belt that he can bring home,
now they can
and then
swerve
after that,
Well,
everyone. They can swerve everyone and just have Carmelo Hayes win the whole thing, and he become the intercontinental champion. That would be the biggest swerve
I
ever.
mean, I would like to. I mean, I like Brunson, and I like from what Stan's saying the Carmelo. It's you got a small guy, then you got a big guy. You know what I'm saying? So,
But that ain't happening. And I love
well, they
Melo, bro.
fighting. They
I
about to
love
get rid of
Melo,
each other.
man.
You got yeah, man. We don't really know the motive. Are you putting over somebody from the new school, or are you going to just have a match with one of your rivals from the past, somebody we've kind of seen already. I think that is tough for anybody in this position because you're building up to this match versus it being a surprise. I wouldn't have minded a surprise. That way, we don't have a chance to hate it. We don't have a chance to pick it apart. We don't have a chance to talk about it. We just get that match. We don't know who it is. We just get that match.
Or let them,
They just,
or let Cena take it with him, man, and they create a whole new belt, and then they
I
can put it up
mean,
at Royal Rumble, or they can put it up at the WrestleMania. Once they go through the whole
well,
little, creation of like what
well,
would be the
if he's fighting somebody, let's say his goal is to say, I want to fight one of my old rivals. I want to go out against somebody I fought in the past. That's Sheamus. That's Rusev to some degree, and that is who else has he fought that's still left?
Uh,
that's it.
I don't know. Is it just
But
those two?
I
That's
wouldn't want to see
I
that because
mean,
that'll be boring.
Stan does. You
nah, I
want to
just
see
feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Sheamus?
it could be Sheamus. Like Gunther doesn't really need the intercom. Like I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
they could just blow everyone's mind and have it be Carmella or Finn Balor, and then we just be like, wow, they really did something that nobody else saw coming. Because everything else would be like, okay, yeah,
but
we kind of saw LA Knight winning. But if
now, when
it's
you say
one of
something about
those
the
two
Finn Balor
guys,
thing, that
if
Who?
they really want to be unpredictable, put it on one of them and watch watch. The timeline will fall apart.
well, see, then if Finn Balor win, that'll be good because then Finn Balor had a championship, and then that's what really be the breakup of the Judgment Day then because Dom will want his belt back at that point. So they could go that route
Oh,
too.
that would,
Uso is
yeah.
still in it. Anybody got their money on Jey Uso? He's still in it.
He not getting,
Oh, Jey Uso in there too.
yeah.
He's still in it.
Yeah, and he.
We got Rusev and Sheamus coming up. Jey Uso and LA Knight coming up. Solo Sikoa and Gunther coming up.
Well,
So
you just
those are the
said you wanted LA Knight to win, so you already know LA go over get over Jay. If you want your boy to be in the final.
and then we got Finn Balor versus Penta and Carmelo Hayes versus Bronson Reed.
Now I like the little Finn Balor whole little when Stan put it like that, like that will be something to go into the new year with. You know what I'm saying? With that, because we still the Judgment Day are still together, but they're on that last leg and they haven't figured out, I guess, a way to break it up. You know what I'm saying? So like Stan said, if Finn do win, Dom go want to he go want to try to go after his title again. That would be you know a pay per view event, man. The fall of Judgment Day.
So we've come up with a scenario for everybody except uh Penta. Penta got no chance.
I mean, I don't think it's Penta time, man. This is
Got
not.
no chance, man.
I wouldn't say he don't have no chance, but I mean
Dang,
he don't have no enemies, man, to really make it to me interesting like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't.
the most interesting person that I think it would benefit long term is Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
I'm
think it
cool with
benefits
that. I'm cool with Carmelo.
long
I'm cool with that.
term more than him. Anybody else is short term. Rusev wins, he's losing that title. Sheamus, he's losing it. Gunther, he's gonna have to get rid of it. He's in the heavyweight picture. He ain't trying to hang on to that. Jey Uso, he's already had his run. Solo has already been the United States champion. It looks like he wants to really kind of go back and get Ilya Dragunov in that one anyway. So he really, I mean, it could really only benefit a few people long term, and that might be Penta and that might be Carmelo Hayes, if that's the goal.
Yeah.
Or are we going to give Gunther the chance to say, you retired one of our guys for real? Because the WWE might not look at Gunther retiring Goldberg as Gunther retiring anybody. So it might be like, you know what? Now we're going to really solidify Gunther by saying he retired John Cena, by saying he put him on the shelf. So I think there's something there because I don't think they would do two in the same year if it was two real big WWE guys. But being that it was Goldberg and how they did that, I'm like, no, I don't know, man. They might want to give Gunther a little bit more because real talk, we kind of forgot he retired. Like that really wasn't
It was so quick. It happened.
that big of a deal.
I
Like
mean,
it
I didn't
really,
forget. I was there live.
Right, but it was, you have a different
Oh yeah.
memory, for
It
us,
was kind of like weird though, because I didn't realize that they had cut him off on the broadcast on TV when he was talking in the arena. Because
Mhm.
one of my buddies was like watching it on TV while we were in there to see if they did. He was like, bro, they cut him off in the middle of talking. I was like, dang. So they kind of didn't really like, yeah, whatever,
Right.
bro.
Soon as he found the camera to talk to, this is my camera right here, and they just cut him right off, man. Got rid of him right away,
Out of
So
there.
yeah, I think they might want to run it back with Gunther and give him somebody he could legitimately say he retired, man, and brag about and talk about for years to come, or even the next 6 to 8 months. Because I mean, has he ever even once said, "I'm the guy to retire Goldberg"? They don't even seem like a badge of honor. Like,
Nah,
it's
he
just
gonna be
almost
the,
like it happened.
they gonna give him the they just gonna have him retire. He gonna be the new legend killer. He gonna be 2009 Randy Orton.
Mhm. Yeah,
he
But I mean,
just
man.
even if they do, select Gunther, I mean, he won't be able to really kind of talk about it now until they get to that last match. You know what I'm saying? So he won't be able to really start that whole new promo of that, until the end. But I mean, every scenario that we done thought about, man, is pretty good. Um, Carmelo, that like you said, that'll take him to the top. If Gunther he retired, a true WWE legend. Um, Finn Balor, if he get the title, what I'm saying, that started a whole new promo with with the Judgment Day to see which direction they're gonna go in. So I mean, it's so many roads that we can go down.
Nah, Finn has had that world championship, man. I think that was the peak of where he was going to go in his career when
he
he
was
was
the
Mm.
the
first
first to
one
hold
with
that.
he was the first one with
I think
the
he's
undisputed with the
Carmelo would be
universal.
solid. The only way Carmelo honestly is going to win is if he, in all the matches leading up, he's got to have match of the night. He's got to put on a performance like nobody's ever seen for every single match
But the
leading up
thing about
to
it,
him
we
actually.
s- we seen him do it in NXT. He's beat like when he beat Trick. Trick was way bigger.
Mm.
Bron, when he beat Braun Breaker, it's like we seen him beat big guys and have great matches. But it's like on the main roster, Lynch is just like I don't know. I don't know if it's a Triple H thing or a TKO thing, which is crazy because when he was in NXT, he was Triple H's guy. Like he was Triple H's guy, and it's just like now all of a sudden it's like
Was Triple H on the tail end of that though? Was he there for that for
for
Carmelo
NXT,
when
he was
Carmelo
one.
was there when he was hot?
Well, okay, yeah,
I
it was
don't know
more
if
like
Triple.
Shawn Michaels guy, but it's just
Yeah,
like
I think that was
everyone
more.
saw like him like, and it was just like, bruh, like what happened? Like this guy was
But
amazing,
see, like even
and he
right
made you
now,
forget how small he
people
was.
people are higher on Javon Evans, in my opinion, than Carmelo Hayes, and he's got main roster exposure. So I
Yeah,
think that Carmelo can't let that happen if he has any chance of being John Cena's final opponent. He's got to like do something in between now and then to make himself stand out. And real talk, we could be talking about somebody who's about to lose to Bronson Reed on SmackDown. He got Braun Breaker with him. He's got Paul Heyman with him. Like, what's the odds of Carmelo even getting out of this first match he has here with Bronson
yeah.
Reed? It's not really that likely, man. So we might get Bronson and Rusev or something, or Bronson and I forgot what they said the bracket was. If Bronson, whoever wins that match, it's a little confusing right now. They didn't show me a chart. I don't know why I ain't seen a chart yet. I need to see like a playoff bracket
Now
chart or
whoever
something.
win the Bronson Reed and Carmelo Hayes match, they have Gunther.
So Finn Balor and Penta, who do they got?
They would have Solo. Yeah, whoever win that
Okay.
match will have Solo.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. That's it. That's gonna be an interesting one. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what they're gonna do here, man. I think it's they got a lot building up to this stuff though, man. With John Cena, he's gonna have a match at War Games, man, with Dominic. There's nothing. Look, Dominic got JD, and Dominic has Finn Balor. We can't guarantee that John Cena's gonna leave San Diego with the championship. Not to mention, it's Dominic Mysterio's hometown. I think it's a very good chance he loses that title. He got a chance to put over Dominic Mysterio, which was my number one guy before I realized he wasn't in the tournament, and possibly put over somebody else as his final match on his way out. I don't see us. I think John Cena might just do that. Let Dominic get that win in his hometown, man, and then go and fight some. Because nobody cares if John loses; he'll still be fine. Nobody's worried about that, especially if Dominic cheats or something like that. Do all that type of stuff, and then he goes and puts over, my guy LA Knight. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Or whoever else really. But he got a chance to do two in a row, man, and I think Dominic in his hometown. I wouldn't be surprised if he get it, man. I wouldn't be surprised if he get it, man. But tonight, man, who was the most exciting person tonight, Stan? Who's the MVP tonight, man? Who's that person, man?
You already know
You
what I'm
got
gonna
one
say,
person,
man.
man. Who was
Dolph
that, man?
Ziggler,
Nick
man.
Nemeth?
Dolph Ziggler, man. You know,
Who was that guy tonight? Who was the MVP tonight, man? Who was the one
Michael's
guy, man?
son himself, man.
I, you know, I had to make that phone call to you, man. Once I heard that dog, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I
Reed.
guess we unanimous, man. When we do it next week, man, maybe we won't all have the same person, man. Try to see who was the most interesting person on the show tonight,
But
man.
that was a real hidden gem that they had sitting in the pocket like that. That was a good one. They pulled a good card out for that one, man. If he would have won that thing, it would have been even more crazier. But by him coming back and being gone so long, that was whoever made that move, man. They did their
Yeah.
thing. They did their thing, man. They came out with the right play as far as that secret person, man, that we didn't know about.
Wish they would have just let all of them fight John Cena, man. I wish we could have did that. Like, you remember how they did Ric Flair? That next time he lose, he retires, and then it was Shawn Michaels. Like, I wish we would have did that, man. Like, he
They do a
just
battle
he's
royale.
winning.
They all gotta just.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's gonna be tough, man. A part of me don't want to know until you know what I'm saying, like that music hits kind of with Dolph, man. It made it so much better to see Dolph. Matt Cardona on SmackDown and Zack Ryder I didn't feel like he got a big pop, man. It's something. It felt
Cause they,
weird when he came out.
cause people wanted him to come back
So,
as Matt Cardona. That's literally why, man. They didn't want him to come back as Zack
oh, okay.
Ryder. They wanted him to come back as Matt
It
Cardona.
was
That's
weird,
literally why.
man. I
Cause
was
when he
like, do they
came,
know who he is?
no, I didn't know. Cause when he came out of NXT as Matt Cardona, it was nuts. They want him to come back as Matt Cardona, not his current character. Which I get it. It's fine. Like I feel like Dolph can get away with coming back as Dolph and not Nick Nemeth because
Mhm.
Dolph's character was so well loved and he was like booked as a great wrestler. Where when Matt Cardona was Zack Ryder in WWE, it wasn't really that great for him. Like
He
Dolph
had that
won,
one run with the Intercontinental Championship
yeah.
during that
Like
one
Dolph
that
was Money in the
WrestleMania.
Bank, cashed it in, won the title. Like Dolph did, he was with Bobby Roode. He did it all, man. He did it all.
And
Mr.
Dolph,
Glorious.
not for nothing, but when Dolph has better music, when that
Oh
music
yeah.
hits, it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that helps, man. That woo woo woo, it's like it just kind of it don't really hit the same, man. It don't hit the same, man. It's like we know who it is, but it don't hit. That
Yeah.
Dolph music hit. I was like, okay. That's why he came back as Dolph because that music hit different. That
Yeah.
Nick Nemeth don't hit. That music don't hit like that with Nick Nemeth. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying? That Dolph music hit,
And
man.
it's
So
too much to say, man. Nick Nemeth. That's just too much.
yeah,
Too much to say, man.
we don't know that guy, man. They would have confused people,
I know
man,
that boy Dolph,
trying to
man.
come out as Nick Nemeth, man. It's crazy because Matt Cardona would have been better coming out as Matt Cardona, but
yeah.
Nick Nemeth would have been better out coming out as Dolph Ziggler. So it's like one of them needed their indie persona, and then one of them needed their WWE persona, and they
Which I
both got the
feel like
WWE version.
if Matt Cardona does come back to WWE at some point, like full time,
Mhm.
he would probably come back as Matt Cardona, the indie god. I feel
Mm.
like they would be okay with it. I just think since
And I
the
like seeing them
tournament
against.
I just
Go
think
ahead.
since this tournament was like kind of like people that Cena had history with for the special guest surprises. We needed him to
Mm.
come back as this person. Because Matt Cardona, the indie guy, has no history with John Cena. But Zack Ryder has history with John Cena. So,
And didn't even get to see him. He as none of us have for the last 23 years.
yeah.
So, but I did like seeing him go against LA Knight, man. I was like, oh, this okay. These guys kind of got a similar thing going on here, man. You know what I'm saying? They was similar in their styles, man. So I thought it was a pretty good look, man. But we gonna see, man. Poor Dolph and poor Matt Cardona, man. They couldn't get that match against John Cena, but they came out and got us excited, and they both lost. I thought both surprises was guaranteed to win, so that one caught me off guard. That neither surprise won, man. So that was a good little swerve there to get Solo and LA Knight to the next round and keep my two guys because they like my two favorites, man, and they was both had surprise matches. I'm like, come on, man, you're trying to get both of my guys up out of there, so. I'm glad they was able to hold it down, man. But overall, man, what you thought about tonight's Monday Night Raw, Stan?
It was a great show, man. It was a great one. I'm looking forward to Friday and next week
Mm-hmm.
and so forth. But yeah, tonight was great.
And what you thought about this one tonight, Spook?
You know how I am. You know, I'm in and out, man. As far as one week, man, I may be gung ho about the show, and then the next week, man, I feel like they let me down, man. But this was a banger, man. This was the Raw we needed right here, man. I wish it could have been like right before, what I'm saying, the Survivor Series, man. But this one was good. This one got me back excited, man, about what's coming up, man. So yeah, this is a good show.
Definitely, man. This was jam packed show for Madison Square Garden, man. Building towards the last time is now tournament WWE War Game Survivor Series from San Diego. So we got a lot to look forward to. New champion and Maxxine. So shout out to her, man. Maxxine Dupree for winning the Women's Intercontinental Championship. So we're gonna see how they follow up, man. Friday should be pretty good because of the crossover that we've been getting so far and all the buildup that we have. And if nothing else, we'll be right back here Monday night. Thanksgiving week. Be right back with you guys. Please don't forget hit that subscribe button. Please don't forget to hit that like and that follow button. We appreciate the support and everybody that's been sharing it for us and been out there, man. We just gonna keep delivering this content for you and always gonna be following Monday Night Raw each and every Monday night with our post show, man. Appreciate you staying dropping in the day, Spook dropping in the day. And we will see you guys on next week. So stay tuned.
Peace.
Yeah.